Hello and welcome to my workshop. My name's Jeff McDonald and I have this piece of gum wood. Now when I went to pick up a bunch of wood from a guy who cuts his own wood, he had this board laying over the side. He said, you can have that. He said, it's gum wood. So I'm going to take his word for it. It's a cutoff piece. So I got a couple of these little bowls out of it and we're going to see how it goes. Now I've already cut it around, as you can see, and I've got a hole for a woodworm screw so we can jump right into turning. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to turn this. I think I've already got it turned down to, about 3 1/4. So I can stick this on there. Just going to see a simple little bowl, just a nice little bowl. I'll try to add something to it. We'll see. No cracks, which I like. I rarely see wood without cracks. Let me tighten this up a little bit. It looked pretty tight when I'm straight on. I used the drill press now to drill my holes, which help a lot. Makes everything square. All right. So bring up this for safety. Sneak around here and get my face mask. That's what it's like having a small shop. You gotta watch what I'm bumping into all the time. All right. All right, I'm going to move the camera so you can see from the bottom. All right, that really helps get the camera out of my way by moving it there. That's a permanent location I created for it. All right. Get this marked out. a little edge on the bowl, a little rim. Alrighty, that's pretty good. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, let's see where we're at. Let me take a look at this. Okay, I need to fix that right there. I don't like how it left a little mark on there. I don't like marks. I don't like no marks. There we go. Come on. There we go. Darn it. I hate it when I do that. There we go. Sometimes the saw shavings get so thick it disappears and I gotta look for it. That. Now this wood, although it looked really plain, does have a lot of character, and you're going to see that here in a little bit. It's got these little holes in it from critters, that little bugs make these holes, wood borers. I take that hood off. I don't really need it right now. The way I got it angled, I'm pushing everything that way. All right, that's pretty good. as I'm turning, I'm pushing toward the chuck, which helps hold it, you know, also keeps it from flying off. You don't want to put too much pressure going left to right because it can knock it off the chuck, you know what I'm saying? It's just on there by clamping force on just a little edge of wood. All right. Hope I didn't go too far there. No, we're good. About 3/16 feels like. I am pushing sideways now real lightly because I have to just kind of shear it off. Kind of let the cutter do the work and not me pushing it so much. A little bit of time. I know it sounds like I'm a professional, but I'm not. I make a lot of mistakes. That's how I know what I'm talking about from making mistakes. Look at this. I feel like I went pretty deep. It's going to be hard to put a medallion on there, so let me just be careful now. Just kind of clean it up now. Looks pretty good. Let me see here for a minute. I'm gonna pull this off. Let me mark it real quick. I can put it back on the same spot. I want to gauge how thick this is. So it looks like I may have... That's odd. I kind of expected it to be... Okay, that shows them okay. You see the space here? It's about almost 3/4 of an inch. So it doesn't feel like it, but I guess it is what it is. That's what's nice about having this. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sand this, but that's going to take a little bit of time. It's kind of, I don't know if you can see it from using a scraper. It gets it really rough down in the bottom. This kind of wood doesn't like that scraper, I noticed. So then I'll come back when I get it cleaned up. All right, so this little bowl is all sanded. Now all I got to do is remove this tenon, and then we'll finish it up. I'm going to use a Mahoney's walnut oil on it. Okay, that's that part. And what I'm going to do is drill a 1 1/4 inch hole in the bottom, just about an 1/8 inch deep is all. And so I can put the medallion in. I got this little medallion that I put in all my bowls that I make. I'm terrible at writing my name and signing stuff, so this is another way to get it done. Then I'm going to kind of back cut here, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. But all right. Okay, that should do it. Yep. I'm always afraid the little nub on this bit is going to poke through the bottom. Sometimes it has, so I got to be careful. All right, so what I want to do is right here. And if you kind of look at the bowl and the shape of the bowl, I'm trying to mimic it like it's coming through the ring. I don't know. It's just a little something to do with it, okay? So I'm going to do a quick sanding on that. I think I could just get by on 220. All right. Let me get a medallion, and we'll get a little CA glue and put that right on there. See how that looks. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Always gotta be careful, you know, when you're using this glue and you get that little string of glue. It can get on the other part of the bowl you don't want it on, right? Use the activator. I probably used too much CA glue there. Hopefully it doesn't come out too far around the edges. Oh, that's just the activator. Okay. Well, I didn't get it centered very well, but okay. Now what I'm gonna do, take the tape off. Use a little 320 if there's any residue from the tape. No, I don't feel none. I ought to do it anyway, just because. What I'm going to do is use Mahoney's walnut oil. And I don't know if you know what about Mahoney's walnut oil is. Very easy to use, does a really good job. It soaks into the wood, so it doesn't sit on top like polymers and things do. So it does a really good job of just soaking in. And then after it dries, you can kind of polish it up a little bit. It doesn't polish up per se. But it has a little bit of beeswax in it, and you can rub it to a nice little tiny shine. So all you do is just, now there's little pinholes in here, and it's going to come out the bottom. There we go. Nice little bowl for, you know, snacks, nuts. Person might want to put keys in it. I don't know. Well, it's soaking in fast. This wood is that way. It soaks in. And what I do is I have to babysit this walnut oil for about an hour. Just watch it. If I see it drying, then I put more on. And then after about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour, doesn't look like anything's happening. It's just oil sitting there. Then I just rub off all the oil. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll come back when that part's done. All right, our quick little bowl is done. Turned out really nice. You see that? The light's not good, is it? I'm gonna move your camera so we can see the light. Oh, there we go. You can see it now. All right, the pattern in the wood is just amazing to me. Very nice. A lot going on there. Okay, turned out really nice. It could use some more rubbing, and there'll be a wax go on it later after the oil dries. It takes a couple days for the oil to dry, and then I can put a wax on it. But I just want to say thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I always forget to say that in the beginning. Hit the like button, hit the notification so you can get notified. What's that, the little bell, right? so you get notified with future videos, okay? Actually, I got one right now that I'm working on. It's a urn. It's not done yet, but I'm making a video of it. So you'll see that soon if you hit the bell. So, all right. With that, I'd like to say thank you for watching. And God bless. Have a great day.